You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Baby.
Yeah.
About me. Does it mean something if your woman is going around the house singing it?
No, because you fuck nigga free.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right page.
Hey, look, man. Look, well, I was about to say something about. Nah, I ain't trying to get in trouble, man. Never mind.
Yep.
Let me scale that one back.
Okay.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
tell you
cool,
what
cool,
I was
cool,
gonna say
cool.
about that afterwards. But no. You know what? That's an interesting conversation just to see that, like, you don't want like the song lyrics that like are out there to feel like it's an indication of your relationship.
Yes. That's a thing.
Because that whole like thing that's going around with the music sermon and the music challenge, the Black History Month. I mean, Black Music Month stuff.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to like troll too bad with these song choices. You know what I'm saying? You know what's so crazy? And this is a sidebar to a sidebar, right? So since we're on the conversation of music, it was one day, I think it was like day 8, maybe, where there was like, name a song that everyone absolutely loves that you hate. Okay, you're gonna get a lot of, choices. And
Yeah,
like,
right,
hey,
right.
yo, like that's nuts. Like I think somebody said like, I hate Before I Let You Go, and I'm talking about the original.
Oh nah.
I was like, hey,
we can't do that.
Y'all wildin'. Like I understand the Beyonce one. Like, all right, but the original, the OG.
Let me ask you, that individual, were they around our age or were they younger?
I don't know. These
don't
are
know?
comments.
Okay,
These
gotcha.
are comments.
Okay,
So,
okay.
but still, that's
Oh no, that's
out
nasty.
of pocket.
That's nasty.
But the one that stood out to me, they said "Throw Your Thorn" by R. Kelly. I was like, hey, yo, hey, let me tell you something. I didn't think we really enjoyed it. Like, yeah. I was like, I didn't think we enjoyed it like that then. Like,
I mean, if it came on, you'll shimmy a little bit, but that's not something I'm going to play. I was never going to play "Throwing Your Thong."
Listen, that song probably got no play after 2005.
I'll play the thong song over that.
That is true. Listen, "Throw Your Thorn."
Hey, I haven't even thought about that song.
My point exactly. And it lends to that R. Kelly was making a lot of bullshit songs around the time his trial was going on. I think he just had bills to pay.
Listen,
because think about it. You got "Throw Your Thorn," you had "Snake." You had a lot of like goofy singles, like "Hey Yo," and we was eating it up though.
Snake was kind of fire though.
Still trash.
Maybe I need to revisit it.
No. Consider the songs that R. Kelly has previously penned, and then think about "Snake."
But think about the decade. It was a whole new decade.
Hey,
The sound was different. R&B was
You
different.
could have gave that to somebody else. Man. That's horrible, man. That could have been somebody else's greatest
A
hit.
great artist has to adjust to the times. That's all I'm saying.
When you think about it, that was outside of the obvious. That was probably one of his darkest times musically. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fam, I've literally haven't thought about that song in decades.
But who has to say that this is the song I hate that y'all love? Like nobody's playing that. Like I didn't think
whoever that person is has to be playing it, because who was thinking about that? Who?
Hey yo, like that's wild, right? That's wild, right?
That's funny as hell. I've been saying it. I've been enjoying seeing people do that challenge. I'm too lazy to keep up with it, so I ain't doing it. Like, just no lie. But I am enjoying seeing other people, post there. So it's pretty dope.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's like a horrible song. Speaking of horrible song, man, I don't think you watched like the MTV Music, what is it, MTV Movie TV Award thing?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Okay, well, I pulled up on one of my family members' house, my cousin, right, and he was watching it. Why? I don't know. Like, but it
trying to stay up on
I guess
what's going on in TV and movies.
I guess I told you about the egregiousness with the best fight.
Yeah, no, you did.
But we ain't even talking about that. It was just the song. Like, okay, so Elvis has a biopic coming out in I think a week or two or something like that. So they debuted a new song featuring Sway Lee and Diplo. Diplo is like, I guess, like the EDM producer, DJ type.
Okay.
And then Sway Lee from one half of Ray Shrummer.
Yeah.
Bro, I kid you not, this was the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
That's insane.
Now, and I thought about it twofold. I was like, okay, Sway Lee is clearly sold out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no self-respecting rapper would do a song for an Elvis soundtrack. I don't care how much they paid you. And then secondly, I was like, maybe this is like our get back from all the shit that we talk about Elvis. You know what I'm saying? Like, Elvis took from black artists, so this is the way we get him back on the lead single of this damn biopic. And that's crazy.
I'm not rolling with that because that's trash.
Oh.
That's nasty because in Elvis's case, you just gotta let the name die. Like, you have to. And that's me saying that, but we all know that Elvis stole from black artists from his time.
Yeah.
And
he got popular because of it.
100%. White people are not going to acknowledge that, but we know.
Yeah.
And we, as the black people of today, we just got to let that man's name die. We have to.
Well, they're not going to let it die. Like, Elvis is, arguably one of the most, I don't know how to say this, but he's one of the bigger artists of all time. Image-wise, record sales, maybe even influence, even though we know who obviously influenced him.
Oh, 100%.
So,
probably one of the greatest
rock and roll stars, period. One of the greatest music stars, period.
I was going to say, like, showing of white privilege, but also, yeah.
I mean.
But also, yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for me to outright admit that's the truth, but it is.
Yeah, no, big facts. Now, you did tell me about that, and I tried to look it up, but I guess the performance was so trash, like it's nowhere to be found.
Well, ain't nobody, like, I don't know anybody that was really watching the TV music wars besides me.
You and your cousin,
right? I'm like, is this a joke or something? Like, hey, the finals on. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, watching that instead of the finals.
But I'm in somebody else's house.
Also true. But you know what's crazy about the whole Elvis soundtrack shit?
Mm-hmm.
I was in the car riding yesterday with my lady, right? Doja Cat has a song on that
Elvis soundtrack?
That same soundtrack.
Oh wow! Well, she's
wait,
not.
Wait.
Okay.
Shit kind of fire. It's bad, but shit kind of fire.
Well, Doja's kind of in the space where she don't miss. Sway Lee ain't never made good songs.
Oh, I feel like that's a hot take. Well, maybe as a solo artist.
Yeah, as a solo
artist.
Okay.
We're not talking.
I'm talking about Sway Lee.
Say less. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Sway Lee doesn't make good songs. He's not like, even with Quavo has the ability to make a good song. If you're talking about somebody that is like is from a group, Sway Lee, give me one Sway Lee song.
Sway Lee. We're not talking about
I ain't talking about
on a feature.
I ain't talking about him on a feature. I'm talking about a Sway Lee song.
Joint, yeah. No, I got you. No, but this Doja Cat song, I think, if I recall, it's called Vegas, and it uses the sample of "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog," but it uses the original version, which was performed by a black woman.
Oh, okay.
And but
was that to get back?
Maybe because that's
well,
hard.
this is the thing about Doja, right? Doja makes good music. She does. She makes palatable music. So for her to be the rap pop star that she is, okay. But that Sway Lee track, no. I wanted to skip it, and it was being performed. That's how bad it was.
To want to skip a performance is insane.
It sound like
because the performance should make the song better, or at least sound better.
It may sound better on streaming, but I'm not finna go listen to that.
Oh
shit.
no, I'm not pulling it up.
Absolutely,
I didn't even know about the Elvis biopic or whatever. Whatever
it's being
it is.
pumped. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's not something that interests us, though.
Right. Yeah, that's insane. I'm clearly not going to see that.
Absolutely not. Man,
what else is going on? Ain't nothing else going on?
Not really.
It's just been a long day. You just want to get to it?
Man, we just get to it, man.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 148.
148, man, on Segway Soprano.
Hey, let's go. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON 2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us.
Johnny.
Ralph.
Bro.
My guy.
What's going on, man?
Man.
Good
Looking at Ralph got to bring the energy because I am drained today. Fam, listen to me. First of all, it is the beginning of a heat wave. It's hot. It's hot as hell. Wait, time out. Before I go any further, I need to send out a congratulations.
Okay.
A round of applause.
Okay.
To my sister, Ransom, she just crossed AKA today. So big shout out to my sister. I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy for her. Shout out to you. I love you. It's lit.
Broski.
Yeah.
Hey.
All that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But outside of that, it's hot. It's hot as hell.
It's hell.
Gas prices still going up. Tired as hell.
The heat literally drains you.
Man,
going
listen.
outside. Like, it was a lot. I had errands to run today, and it was just a lot to do those in regular clothes. I'm like, hey, yo.
Yeah, man. Insane.
There's a lot going on, man.
Insane. Me and my nephew, we were outside waiting on my sister for close to an hour and a half today. Like, I tried, I kept the car going so the air could run, so he won't get, heat exhaustion. I'm running back and forth trying to make sure things are ready for her to go.
Yeah.
My legs dripping sweat. Like, it's
that's crazy.
Insane, bro. I came to record this and I haven't even been able to shower yet.
It feels like a sauna outside. Like, that's the type of heat we dealing with.
It's
like
super nasty. Like, it's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad. And it's only getting worse.
It's one thing to be hot. It's like when it's dry though. When it takes the energy out of you, that's a different type of heat right there.
Yeah, man. I'm sleep amazing tonight. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. For sure. But how you feeling?
Man, I don't know, man. Full nigga free. No, I won't be a scammer. I want to be a scammer so bad.
That's
man.
Ralph
Like,
shit, apparently.
hey, man, like it's summer now. It's summer, so certain songs like leaning to my co-host, my brother, my friend, his ideology about certain songs is in when it's light and hot and all that. Full nigga free, like that shit hit.
I'm trying to tell you, man. It's true. You're not gonna listen to that shit in the winter.
Hell no.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And I've been outside a little bit lately,
Hey,
so
don't be humble.
a little bit.
Ralph been outside.
A
You see my man in the Suns jersey today?
A little bit.
He dripped out.
A little bit, man.
Draped up, dripped out, all that. Know what I'm talking about? Like, all that shit. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening. I got my little chain. You can't even see it on the
Grandma gave me this chain.
right. I bet you won't snatch it. But no. Ralph been outside. I've been trying to be outside. Yeah, man. Summer is unofficially here.
Yeah.
The official start date is June 21st, if I'm not mistaken. So
Right
it's
after
creeping
Juneteenth,
up.
baby.
Oh damn, Juneteenth is next week, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
You off, right? Yeah, I'm off too.
Yeah.
Doing anything special for Juneteenth?
No, it's not gonna be. If it's gonna be this hot, no.
No, that's fake. Shit, I might not even grill if it's gonna be this hot.
Nah, I'm straight.
Damn. Well, we'll get to it.
Yep.
Oh.
You said the conversation was
Right,
going like
yeah.
this. It wasn't going down. Yeah.
You want me to take it? You want to take it?
You go first.
All right, mine's is just it's real simple.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best verse you've heard this year so far? It could be a feature, or it could just be from the original song. Best verse, rap verse.
Okay, we talked about Side High, so I'm gonna put that over there. We already talked about that. Honestly, the best feature verse I probably heard comes from Aubrey, Churchill Downs with Jack Harlow. They had that shot in there from the Pusha T shot, and I love that too.
Okay.
I love the subtle stuff. Like when Drake wants to rap, he can rap, and then I think that's one of the top tier features of this year. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's up there, especially for what it does for Jack Harlow. So
Got you. I'm not mad at that. For me, I'm going with J. Cole on the song London.
with
Bia.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole can really rap, man. Like the pocket he got in on that song, being able to switch in and out of English accent, like was amazing, and just being able to rap the like syllables together, like it's J. Cole is just an amazing rapper.
Yeah.
Like not too many people can rap how well J. Cole raps.
Oh no, that's true.
Like
That's true.
like big facts, and he just flexed his muscle on that. And another thing about J. Cole this year, like he's done a lot of features, but he's featured with a lot of different types of artists, different types of rap artists. Like I just said, Bia, she's a London artist. He got the track with Benny the Butcher. He featured on Benny the Butcher song, Johnny P's Caddy, I think it was called. Yeah. And then it was like some other ones, and the tempos of all of these songs are different, or the BPMs or whatever however you want to call it.
Yeah.
He's able to switch up his flow so well. Like J. Cole is just an amazing rapper, man.
Gotcha.
Amazing rapper.
No, I don't disagree.
Yeah,
I
man.
agree. With me, I think my question is kind of like it's a what if scenario, right? You always hear these stories about the music industry, like this beat was for this person, this song was for this person, this is a verse that didn't go through, or something like that.
Yep.
What do you think is probably like one of the best story that you heard like that?
Ooh, okay. The first thing that comes to my head, I can't remember. So I was watching an interview with Pharrell. I can't remember who was interviewing him.
Was it the Drink Champs? Because that's his last big interview, I think.
Possibly, probably. I think it was the song "Frontin'." He said he wrote that for Prince, but Prince didn't want it. So I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah.
Like, cause that was a big song for Pharrell.
Yeah.
It's a good song. So the fact that Prince didn't want it, like maybe maybe he wasn't feeling it or what.
Yeah.
But I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, like to hear stories like that.
Yeah.
Is dope. Now mine is about Mario. Mario was telling the story about Just a Friend, his first single and arguably probably one of his biggest hits, right? How that song was originally for Usher.
Oh.
Usher actually recorded the song. Usher actually made a video to it, but they stopped on it for some reason. And Mario was like, "Oh, word, I need that."
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
Usher didn't want it anymore. It was like, and that was around the time 8701 was coming out. So you have to think about what that song is.
That's crazy.
And you got to think about what that song is for Mario, him being a 16-year-old at the time. And then you got Usher that's trying to break into being a man in our eyes. Usher already did that on My Way. So why I got to do Just a Friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've actually heard the snippet of the song. It's out there.
Really?
Yeah. Usher, Just a Friend.
That's crazy.
Like, or Mario sat down and did like an interview about that. I thought that was like, wow.
That song would have done absolutely nothing for Usher at that point in his career.
At that point in his career, nothing. Because Usher was trying to be a man.
Right.
So, You Remind Me is probably a better lead single.
Right, exactly.
For him. Because I'm thinking Usher's probably, 21 at the time?
Yeah, 8701. Is that the album that has Moving Mountains on it?
No. Moving Mountains is like after
Here I
Confessions. That's Here I Stand.
Here I Stand. Got you. That's
no,
my shit.
8701 is
You Got It Bad.
You Got It Bad. You Remind Me. You Don't Have to Call.
Ah, okay.
Those.
Got you. Okay.
Just a Friend doesn't fit there.
Right. See, and I'm trying to see.
Now, if he was gonna make a song like that, it should have been on My Way.
Right. Yeah, it would have fit way better on My Way. Wow, that's crazy.
But Mario's like, let me get that.
That's
and
perfect.
And that song is perfect for Mario,
especially at that point
in his career.
No, that's insane.
No, I like that. I like that move.
Right. Good call, Usher. I wonder if it was Usher that said, "Nah, I'm good," or somebody in his camp that was like, "You don't need to do this."
It may have been somebody in his camp because it literally was recorded. Like Mario said, it literally was recorded and the video was made. So it's a video out there made for this song by Usher.
That's crazy. That's a
it's funny how the music industry moves in that way.
That's a multiverse shit. In another universe.
That's why I said what if. Like that's why I use it to what if.
See, I love it, man. But yeah, that's off the dome. So let us know, what is the best rap verse you heard this year?
Yes, sir. And then what is like your favorite what if scenario when it comes to music, whether it be a beat, a songwriting thing, or a verse that didn't make a song? Let us know. Yeah, man. OS Gang, what up?
What's happening?
And we got a few things here. I might add. But we gotta start with the bullshit, right? Straight to it, right? You know, one thing gets the people going, and that's a good list. Like, that's one thing that gets the people going. You put something in order, no matter what it is, it will get people riled up.
Word.
Rolling Stone had the audacity, or dare I say caucasity, to pull out their 200 greatest hip-hop albums of all time. Johnny, we're going to discuss the top 10 here because we can't go through the whole 200. Obviously, we don't have that type of time. But Johnny, what do you think about the at least the list at large and then the top 10? We're going to get into that.
When I first saw this headline, I rolled my eyes. Then I thought to myself, I'm almost certain Rolling Stone doesn't even have enough people like that work for them that could sit down and compile this list, that should compile this list. Like it's absolutely no way. But also when you think about 200 is a lot of albums. Yeah. So how long did they even, like, I want to know their process for even trying to put this list together. How long did it take? What was the process? Who was actually involved? Immediately thinking like, what's in the top 10? Like it's just way too many thoughts and emotions after seeing this. I don't think Rolling Stone has the authority to put together such a list.
That's where it begins. That's grand opening, grand closing. Man. That's where it begins and ends, right? I'm so happy that you said authority because we don't have any major hip hop publications that can produce such a list. Now, if the source, I always harken back to this, if the source had remained unbiased and just remained hip hop's Bible, because that was his slogan,
right?
It would have been able to do this.
Yep.
But hip hop has changed so much since the days of when the source is in its heyday, when XXL was in its heyday. Like Vibe was in its heyday. Right. Like we don't have those magazines anymore. Now everybody's transitioned to podcasts. So this is what we got when it comes to publications, right? That's Rolling Stone ain't never going under. You know why? Because it's rock and roll. Like that. And then they do a lot of pivoting to popular artists too. Like any rapper can get a Rolling Stone cover. I'm not saying that it's a small feat because that's still huge for them and their brand. But they know what it is.
Yeah, man.
It's like a rapper doing GQ. We know what that is.
And then you got to think about, like Ralph just said, Rolling Stone is a rock and roll publication. So the people who are putting together this list, their ear for what hip hop is and should be is completely different from the people that are in hip hop. So how do you...
And then you get a lot of unqualified people that speak on hip hop or the culture at large that don't really know. And then I might get off subject here, but I promise to stay within this topic. It's just, and I think Joe Budden said this and it was so spot on. I hate when these geeky, what I should say, whites get a chance to speak on the culture and what's a top tier hip hop album and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, and you look at their podcast, those are the ones that get all the clicks, all the likes, all the views. Bro, I guarantee you. I think I sent you a clip of somebody on TikTok doing their thing. I was just like, how? How are they speaking on this? But
yeah, and just going through the list itself was insane.
It's egregious. If that's the word we should use.
Let's discuss the top 10. Let's discuss the top 10. Okay.
Let's just name them off and then we'll get to what's bad and all that.
Right. Okay. Cool.
10 Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. 9 Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory. 8 Into the Woo by Wu-Tang Clan. Missy Elliott at number 7 with Missy So Addictive. Number 6 My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. Number 5 To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. Number 4 It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, Public Enemy. Number 3 Blueprint. Number 2 Stank Onion. Number 1 Ready to Die by the Notorious B.I.G. Johnny, what's wrong? I know I had to roll it off. I had to roll through it.
Where do we start?
Okay, I'll say this. I'll jump out here and say this. If Ready to Die is an overall number 1 consensus album of hip hop, I might be okay with that. I'll be okay with that.
I'm not
totally
upset.
I'm not totally upset with that.
Doggy Style is not in the top 10. Respect to Outkast, I'm not putting Stank Onion in the top 10.
That's not even their best album.
Like, come on.
We got 3 albums before that are I mean, respect to Stankonia, but light years better than Stankonia. Stankonia propelled them to do the Grammy Award-winning album. I can't
Speaker
get it out.
Box,
Yeah,
Love
Speaker
Below.
Box, Love Below. But no. You can arguably say it's Aquemini to me. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I don't know where it falls in the top 10.
It doesn't. To Pimp a Butterfly is not even Kendrick Lamar's best album.
Might not be his second best album.
Big facts. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I mean,
We can debate it being.
does it make
say
a
this-
200 list? Yes.
I'll say this. I can debate it. Me personally, I can debate this being Kanye's best overall album. But do I think it's a top 10 album in hip hop? No.
Of all time? Hell no.
No, absolutely not.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I mean, it can be. We debate this at least 2 times a year. Like, is this a hip hop album?
Yes, it is, and it's top 10. We'll leave it there.
Okay. All right.
I'll leave it there. I'm not doing this no more.
Are there? Okay, what other albums do you think should be in the top 10?
Illmatic, and I'm not even a Nas dude. Illmatic, easily, right? And then now it lends to the conversation that we had a few episodes ago about accolades.
Yo.
Where do accolades come into play with this?
That's a great question.
Because like an album like Illmatic is a hip hop stalwart album, right? But it's probably void of any type of accreditation. I mean, any type of award besides just having 5 mics in the source.
Yeah,
that's it. No Grammys, no American Music Awards, none of that other stuff. It probably didn't even go platinum at that time.
Do you think accolades should play a part when it comes to these top 20? I mean, top 20, top 200, or top album list at all? Period.
Yes, and no. Like, it depends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can sell millions and millions of records, but is the music lasting? Did it have an overall impact? That's where I can get to a lot of these albums having their spot in the top 10. Not because of record sales and Grammys or none of that other shit, because of impact. Like Miseducation, she got the Grammy, she got the awards and the impact.
Right.
So, all right, cool. Tribe Called Quest, nobody's debating that.
True.
What else can I say here? I'll say Kanye West off of Impact.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
That album.
They got Illmatic at 24.
That's nasty.
That's super nasty. They got DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot at 22. They have the Drought 3, a mixtape.
I told you it's nasty.
At 21. They got DS2 at 20.
Nasty.
Man, what? They tripping. They have Yeezus at 17. Yeezus at 17? 17 out of 200 hip hop albums of all time? At 17? As much as I love Cardi B, they have Invasion of Privacy at number 16.
I'm glad you said it.
On a top 200 list of all time hip hop albums. Number 16. They're saying that this album is better than 100 and whatever albums that's on this list.
Okay. Missy having a number 7 album. I love Missy, Misdemeanor Elliott. I love you. I don't think that this is her best album. I think maybe it's somewhere between the first two for me. Like Super Duper Fly and I forgot the joint where she's sitting on the cover in the black.
She's sitting on what?
She's sitting in the cover in the black, like the black halters and shit, like the
She's a
black corset. Yeah, like the lead single, She's a Bitch. I don't remember the name of the album though.
Oh, got you. I see what you're saying.
But the first album is Super Duper Fly, and then the second album with Hot Boys and She's a Bitch. And Hit 'Em with the Heat, I think, something like that.
Yep. Which that's not the same album that Sock It To Me is on, is it? The joint with Brad.
I think Sock It To Me might have been first.
Okay. Damn. You know, that was all. Damn, that was like 30 years ago, or close to it.
Well, the first album came out in '97.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Like now with Public Enemy, it's debatable. I thought that they may have had Fear of a Dark Planet in there as the better album, but you know, I'm not really the PE fan of that like that.
Right? Yeah. I can't. I'm not as well versed on Public Enemy like that to really say.
But I've always heard Fear of a Dark Planet. So That's the one I thought that would have been there.
But do I think Public Enemy should be in the top 10, top 20 of all time hip hop lists? Oh, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Now, this Kendrick, yeah, we already know Kendrick. We ain't got to talk about Wu-Tang. I think that's respectable. I think that's respectable.
36 Chambers, yeah.
Jay-Z Blueprint, I see that too. Being a top 10 album, yeah.
Being a Jay-Z guy, is the Blueprint Jay-Z's best album? Because I'm not the one to speak on that. I mean, okay, it's okay.
It's like
this is a safe space.
It really depends on the day when you ask me that question. It's like yes and no. Like
it's a safe space. Yeah.
Blueprint is probably one of the albums that really made me love hip hop. But RD is probably Raising No Doubt. Let's just say that it's probably a better album to me. No.
Okay. I got you.
But it really it's like this. It's
Yeah.
like 1A, 1B.
Got you. Okay. I'm not mad at that. But yeah, this list is atrocious, man. This shit is complete and utter trash.
But it shows that we have a lot of people speaking on the culture that don't really understand or get it. Because if you like I love Missy, but I don't think that Missy So Addictive is a top 10 album. Not that album.
And it's
like I said, I think that they were going for impact with a lot of these. That's what made me kind of brush back a little bit. I was just like,
what, and remind me, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Stank On You have that much of an impact out of Outkast's discography?
No.
Right. So
you got Miss Jackson on there. You got Bounds Over Bad Dad. Those are the two singles that's popping out of my brain right now. It helped us. Well, okay. If you think about what Outkast was, they started to part from Dungeon Family production on Stank On You. Stank On You is probably their biggest commercial album up until
Speaker Box. Yeah.
That's because they kind of left the sound that made them who they were.
Right.
Because the first three albums, Southern Playlist, The Cadillac Music, ATLians, and then Aquemini, are great albums. You will argue, an Outkast fan will argue that their best work are within those first three.
Yep. Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro. This is crazy. No. Do you think, how would you feel about creating let's just say top 20 of all time hip hop albums?
Well, if OS was a part of a panel, yes. Like you have to have people that can speak on the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and current. Like that's what's going to bring all us to the table. And then you might have to have, you have to have black, you have to have the white, you have to have the others that are a part of the culture. Because one thing about hip hop is so inclusive. So we can't exclude anybody that's, of Latin descent, of Jewish descent, of, whatever. Right. Because they have all contributed to this culture in some way. The biggest artists just happen to be black. There's no debating that.
Yeah. No, big facts. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind being on a panel to like do something like this, but it has to make sense. Like the people who are involved has to make sense.
Yeah.
If I even see one or two people that's like, why are you here? I can't be a part of it. I can't because we can't sit down and have a healthy debate on what album should be placed where when you don't have the knowledge or not in the culture like that or not well versed in hip hop period to have these types of discussions. Like I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that. And this whole thing is nasty. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, Rolling Stone is not really qualified to speak on the culture, man. It's just we lost our way, man. But speaking of, losing our way, let's talk about another platform that's lost its way, and that's BET. We don't really pay attention to BET, but somehow it always pops up. The BET Awards are going down sometime this month. Excuse me on the date. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't really care. But Lil Nas that had a little dust up on the internet about his BET Award nomination snub. It's been out there for some while, so I'm pretty sure people are well versed in what's going on with that. Johnny, what do you think about Lil Nas X versus BET?
So I want to make sure I understand this correctly. So the nominations for the BET Awards, not Hip Hop Awards, but awards, were released, and Lil Nas X just didn't get nominated for anything.
Yeah.
Song of the Year, album, none of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in thinking about this, right? So his album Montero came out last year.
Yeah.
So he would be eligible.
Okay.
Cool. But I guess my thinking is, what categories would he be nominated in? And see, and that's the thing I'm looking at here. So I didn't listen to the album. I know he had the song with Jack Harlow, which is I kind of consider that a pop song. I don't consider it hip hop. I don't consider it R&B. I consider it pop.
Yeah.
Does BET have a pop category? No. So I'm trying to understand Lil Nas X's frustrations in not being nominated, because I'm sitting here really trying to figure out what category would he be nominated in. And in the song itself, Industry Baby, is not nominated, even though it has Jack Harlow on it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm trying to figure out why he's upset. Okay.
There's a lot of nuance in this one.
Yeah.
that's gonna be the word. That's gonna be a word going forward. Nuance, baby. Okay. Lil Nas X has taken literally over the industry for the past 3 years. When he first came out, we put on our Martin Luther King Hush Puppies because the Country Music Awards were playing him, or they were playing him on it, like the streaming records, the Billboard placement, like those types of things, because his song was in essence a country song. Now we get into these music debates all the time. Black people, we have our roots in country, and as well as any damn other genre that's around here, right? But the only reason we cared is because this little black kid came out with a country song, and it blew up, and we felt like he wasn't getting his just due. So he blows up, and then he takes a pivot in his music. He just makes pop music. He's not a rapper. I never considered him a rapper. I never heard a verse like in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we never really knew what to quantify him as, but just a pop star.
Right.
So the brand deals come. Like, he's everywhere. And then he finally drops his long-awaited solo project. I mean, well, not solo, but his debut album. The debut album comes. He has, the songs. He has the shock value stuff with the videos. And, he's a social media genius. So, people love him in that way. But when I listened to his music, or when I helicoptered in and out, I knew that it wasn't for me, and I knew exactly who it was for. It's for Across the Aisle, and that's fine. So didn't he get Grammys? Like, he's a Grammy Award winner, right?
I do believe so.
Oh, okay. He was on the BET Awards. He performed last year. I think he won BET Best New Artist in 2019.
Okay.
2019 or 2020, one of those. So you've been acknowledged. It's just this year, in a year where you're probably not that active. So I feel like you just crying for nothing. Like, you make music for MTV crowds. You don't make music for us. I'm sorry why nobody is not saying this. Like, this is, like, it's stupid. Like, Jason Derulo would not come out and say, hey, BET, you haven't nominated me. You know why? Because Jason Derulo makes Wiggle and shit like that for MTV for them, and that's fine. Just know that that's your lane.
Right.
You can't have this one. And I'm not saying it because we understand that you're a black male, and we understand that you are a gay man, but that has nothing to do with this. Like, I don't think your fight is this.
You think it's a sense of entitlement because he was nominated so much back when Old Town Road came out?
Old Town Road, like we wrapped our arms around him when Old Town Road came out, and then he did his thing with the award show last year that had everybody up in roar, but nobody ever like shunned him away. The 1 year you don't get nominated, and then I do understand the whole Jack Harlow thing. I think Jack Harlow is nominated, so that lends a little bit of salt to it.
True.
So but I get that, but Jack Harlow, even though he's white, he makes music.
He makes rap music.
He makes rap music, and I hate that BET just always gets it wrong when it comes to certain things. And I mean, you can say that here, but I'm just like, you're making it. I think you're making this a way bigger thing than what it actually is.
But in thinking about that, especially with his performance from, I guess I would say last year. I get it wasn't Industry Baby. Whatever song it was when he was like the video where he was like sliding down a stripper pole into hell and shit like that.
Yeah.
Whatever, I can't remember the name of the song, but whatever song that was.
Montero, right?
Yeah, there you go. Shit, that's the name of the album.
Yeah.
So I guess in Lil Nas X's case, if BET had him perform that song last year, and when his album came out, he wasn't eligible to get nominated last year, but he's eligible this year. I guess he's upset because, well, you all had me perform here. You had me perform my music from this album here last year. So now that it's time for nominations, you don't even nominate me. And maybe that's where some of the salt or the hate or whatever is coming from. Do you think that's
it's a little bit of both. Like I feel like he has if I can backpedal or contradict myself, right? I'm thinking that two things can be true. Like you can get nominated here, that don't mean you're gonna win.
Oh well, yeah.
Cause
true. No, that's big fact.
now what if he got nominated 3 times and he lost, and then now we're back here and he's complaining? Like what we have to say about that?
Do you think he would complain if he didn't win? If he was nominated and didn't win?
Yep. I think he would. I think
okay.
Nothing has proved me wrong to say that he wouldn't.
Got you. All right. I mean,
because if he didn't win a Grammy, we might have heard about it.
I don't know about that one. I don't know if I know about that one.
Hey, Kanye West did all kind of stuff when he got snubbed for Grammys. Man, hey, look, Lil Nas X is.
I hate. Maybe I don't hate to say this, but Kanye West can do that. I feel like Kanye West can do that.
He can.
That's what I'm saying.
He can do that. But this is like I said, like his music just doesn't appeal to the ideal BET. Well, I don't know this. But I can say this confidently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just look at stuff without saying the numbers. Like, hey, man, I know what BET tries to appeal to. And Lil Nas X songs ain't getting played like that. When I go out, I don't hear Montero. I don't hear that.
I mean,
I've heard Jack Harlow.
Right.
I'm just
which is
I'm,
crazy, right?
Call a spade, man. They don't play Jason Derulo in my clubs.
Jason
That's
Derulo.
gonna be my go-to, Jason Derulo, when somebody come back and try to argue with me.
That is a fire analogy, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying. Jason Derulo was y'all answer to Chris Brown when y'all wanted to get Chris out the paint, and he only appealed to them. It never worked with us.
Shit backfired.
Bad. Tough.
Bad.
And that's what happened with Lil Nas X. He can be as loud and as boisterous as he wants, but his music, like you can buy into the personality, but that music is for there.
Yeah.
You're not doing that.
Yo, you called that out day one too.
Oh,
I still fuck with Old Time Raw and all 72 remixes.
Look, man, I knew that immediately it wasn't for me, and then it came out and it got worse, and that's no pun intended on to come out. I'm talking about the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, like that's for them. And I'm like, and I stay consistent with music that's for over there too.
Yeah.
Like I just know that that's what that's for.
Yeah. No, that's
but you can't come out and say you for the coach, and then that's where you go to get your money.
Hey man. But if he not getting booked,
well, does Lil Nas X tour?
Oh, that I don't know.
I was just saying.
That I don't know.
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
Sure.
He probably doesn't.
Yeah. He was touring elementary schools Old Time Road.
Right. That's where it began and ended right there. Yeah.
That's what he said.
I know, right?
Anyway, shout out to Lil Nas X, man. I got nothing else for you, bro.
Man, well, we were talking about something coming out, and then we're surprised that this even made it here, right? Black Adam trailer got released. No,
I'm sorry.
No,
I mean,
no.
I appreciate the effort.
It was nasty. Though, wasn't it?
I appreciate the effort.
I was trying to stick the landing.
Yeah,
man.
it's cool.
All right.
A lot of puns, but the Black Adam trailer came out.
Right. No. The reason I said this is because DC went through this whole thing about we're pushing our movies back now. Okay, and then Black Adam Brock was like, you know what?
Right.
My movie is coming out, my boy. So I forget the date on that, and I know Johnny will correct me on that when it actually does come out. But Johnny, what do you think about the new Black Adam trailer?
First of all, I'm just gonna say This is a movie that The Rock and Warner Brothers, DC, whoever has been teasing, I feel like, for like 2 or 3 years.
Easily, yeah.
Easily. And the fact that we actually have the trailer for this movie, which I believe comes out in October, if I'm not mistaken, is amazing.
Yeah,
like I'm
right.
happy. I'm happy that we have the trailer, right? So I watched the trailer. And then I watched the trailer again.
Yeah.
Then I watched it a third time.
Oh.
This shit was fire.
Okay.
Like
okay.
I am based on this first trailer, I am looking forward to this movie. I wasn't looking forward to it before because in my brain I'm like, what can they do with Black Adam, because he's a Shazam villain. So why are they giving him his own movie, right? But it's not even just Black Adam that I'm looking forward to in this movie. Dr. Fate is in this movie.
Yes, sir.
The Atom is in this movie. The Atom, ATOM. Hawkman is in this movie, and let me just say, Hawkman, the visual of him, his suit, his wings. I think I may have mentioned this before, but it looks looks amazing. I cannot wait to see this. Now, what's interesting enough, a few days later after this trailer came out, they made side by side comparisons to the Black Panther trailer, the first one that came out. It's a lot of similarities between the two. It's a lot of similarities. It's like they kind of copy frame for frame. I gotta send you that shit. That shit crazy, bro.
I didn't know.
And I didn't even catch it. I didn't catch that.
Well, I don't think that you would, but that's a good. Nah, that's dope, bro. Now send me that. Like, damn, DC. I was just about to give you flowers. I wish you say that point. You should save that point, because I'm telling you, I was ready to give DC flowers.
Still
right?
give him the flowers.
Okay, all
Still
right.
give it to him.
Black Adam trailer, it does look good. The Rock, we already know what we're getting with that acting style, but I'm just like, I'm good to see Pierce Bronson being with Dr. Fate.
Yes,
Dr. Fate, and then Aldous Hodge, my boy, playing Hawkman. So I like what this movie looked like it could be. It definitely looks like, damn. Stay away from the Marvel comparisons.
Say it. No,
it looks like kind of like Thor: Love and Thunder in a way, like, because a lot of gods and stuff.
Okay,
that's what I just immediately saw that.
I'm not mad at
but
that.
I like the visuals. It looks good. I know nothing about me. I don't know nothing about these comic book niggas, but I watch the movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here, baby. I'm here to support.
Right.
So when this movie comes out in October, it's gonna do its numbers. I'm excited. I think I'm more excited. I think this was one of the DC properties that was coming out in that little slate that I probably was excited about. Just knowing that The Rock is gonna give you his film, and I think that just knowing what's kind of surrounding it is gonna work. So
right.
I'm with it. So,
and I do have a correction. I'm sorry. Not the trailer was not compared to Black Panther's trailer. It was compared to Iron Man.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
That's my fault. That's my mistake. But I corrected that. But still kind of crazy. But still looking forward to this movie. And I'm still going to see that shit opening weekend.
Oh no, definitely.
Big
like,
hits.
and we try to keep the same energy with most comic book related content, right? We do every Marvel trailer, and I was like, when this Black Adam trailer came out, I was like, no, we got to talk about it. Yeah, we have to make sure we show love to the other side of the aisle, because it all provides entertainment. We just kind of lean to one way.
Right. well, that's only because
one has been more consistent.
more consistent, and the other side has been quite mid.
Yeah.
Now, with that, let me ask you: since seeing this trailer, Black Adam has the potential to be a really, really, really good movie. Do you think this could be a reset for the DCEU? And by reset, I don't mean like them like resetting the whole timeline. I just mean it. I mean in terms of them starting to put out good films.
Well, the one-offs always get you, right. People really enjoy the Batman films overall, right? So those are always going to be a stalwart. No, it won't be enough.
Okay.
You need 2 to 3 of them for us to start
start them talks.
Yeah. It's got to snowball into something. So no, the Black Panther. Black Adam literally by himself. No.
Got you.
Because especially if we're building up his arc and then he's gonna be an anti-hero or a whole villain in Shazam. No, It's got a title Shazam, right? So no, I'll say no.
No, that's true. No, okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. And I don't know if you saw, but there's a there's a Blue Beetle movie in development. So that's also a DC superhero. You know, over here. All right, never mind. I saw images of the suit and I thought the suit was fire. So that's all.
Is he like the Tick?
Well. So the premise of that character is it's a scarab. It's ancient alien technology.
Okay.
It's a scarab, gets attached to a host, and it gives the host a suit and powers.
Oh,
that's the premise of it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So the Tick? No, I'm playing.
This guy. No, but anyway. So yeah, shout out to Black Adam. Shout out to The Rock.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't wait to see that shit.
Man, speaking of another trailer, man, we got images of the Mike trailer that's coming out on Hulu. It is a miniseries. I think it's 8 episodes.
Okay.
So you have Trevante Rhodes starring as the one and only Iron Mike Tyson in a biopic. A biopic.
I usually say a biopic.
Yeah, it's either way, right? It's like tomato. Like it's like one of them.
Man, all words are made up. I say how I want to. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Well, Johnny, what do you think about just the trailer, the images of that?
I thought, what's my man's name that's playing?
Trevante Rhodes.
Trevante Rhodes.
My boy.
I think the way that they have him made up to look like Mike Tyson is almost spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he looks great as Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. Wait, is it an actual trailer or was it just images?
It was a trailer.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get a chance to to watch it. Oh damn it!
Oh, I thought I sent it to you. My bad. I thought we discussed it, but nonetheless.
But from the images I saw, because I did see images,
Yeah.
it looks like he's going to be able to play like a good version of Mike Tyson. Now, I didn't hear him talk or none of that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. No, the voice is there.
Mm-hmm.
The voice is there. I'm excited, man, because we've been waiting for a Mike biopic for a while. Jamie Foxx was supposed to do a movie, but we don't know what happened.
I think
with
I remember
that.
hearing about that.
And, you know, Mike and Jamie have a great relationship going back to the 90s doing, you know, because Jamie's impersonations of him. So they have a great relationship, but why it stalled, I mean, Jamie is up there too. So
yeah, that's true.
this kind of leans into the whole ageism thing when it comes to playing these characters, because like Trevante Rhodes would have been my pick for Blade, but Mahershala got it. Now you see he's playing a younger version of Mike because he's in that age space to do it.
Right.
But back to the trailer. The trailer's good. You gotta, you know, you're gonna see a lot of the things that happen with Robin Gibbons and things like that. You've seen that in the trailer. You've seen Don King being portrayed by Russell Hornsby. That's crazy. I don't know that man's name, but he's a dope actor to me. So
Okay.
So I fucks with it heavy. So I'm tuned in. Hulu, like whenever y'all drop that joint, I'm in it, and y'all better drop it weekly, because if you drop it all at once, I'm running through it. You better do it like how they do like the Wu-Tang joints.
But see, I think Hulu original series, they do drop one a week. Like they may drop 2 the first week, but every week it'll be one.
They better.
I think that's like a Hulu standard.
They gonna have to, because I'm gonna run through them.
Yeah.
But the trailer looks good. I support the actors and actresses in it, and it just looks visually good. And I don't know if Mike. I haven't seen him promote it. But he's on like a press run, so maybe that's in line with what's going on. I just haven't seen like Mike post a trailer himself. That's the only way I've seen it. But I mean, he was recently on Drink Champs.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that. I'm gonna have to tune into that. Wait, you know how long it is?
I don't know.
Okay. So, cause some of them Drink Champs episode interviews be long as hell. Like,
well, I know it was a recent interview because they asked him about what happened on the plane.
Yep.
And it was like a Drink Champs trailer. Now I'm not sure if it dropped, so maybe let me scale back on that. But I know it happened.
Got you. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely going to tune into this. I'm a Mike Tyson. Well, I'm a Mike Tyson fan of the boxer, of course, but I'm a fan of Mike Tyson, the person, especially in his older age, because he just has so much wisdom. I tune in and out of his own podcast. I forget the name of it, but whenever he has like a dope guest, I definitely tune in and listen to him, because he has so much wisdom, and the way he views the world now is so different from when he was younger. So it's very insightful, and it's cool to like hear him talk about those types of things. So I'm definitely gonna be checking this out.
And I'm happy to see when our athletes or our stars or whoever get a chance to tell their story. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, Mike has a very, very troubled past, and that's what led to a lot of the, dare I say, shenanigans that he was involved in, and you know, maybe the rape charge I think he called, and you know, the abuse of Robin Givens, and the you know, the Evander Holyfield biting the ring. Like, you know, Mike had a lot going on, a lot of demons that he had to fight. So he's kind of living the trauma again because you're going to see it unfold in a you know, a TV or, you know, a miniseries that may be dramatized too. So you know, some things are dramatized for TV,
and maybe that's why we haven't seen him repost it, or you know, or share it or whatever. So who knows?
That's true too.
Who knows, man?
I don't know, man. But speaking of another Hulu show or FX or whatever, you know, we gotta talk about Atlanta and what's not going on with it. Atlanta season 3 doesn't have the people going. It's not, people are not riled up in the way that they used to be.
At all.
I can't really lend too much to this conversation per se, but I'll try. Johnny, what do you think? Why do you think like Atlanta season 3, I wouldn't say has fallen off, but it's just people are not talking in that way?
Well, let me ask you. So you didn't finish the season?
I've only watched one episode, and
damn.
I said I'm not watching this again. Or no, I probably didn't say that then, but I was just like,
Well, let me first say this to anybody who watched the first episode and said I'm not finna watch this season. The first episode was an anomaly. Like, go to episode 2, it literally picks up the way Atlanta should have picked up. The first episode, it threw me off too. It definitely threw me off, but I'm like, let me watch episode 2 just to be sure.
Okay.
And then it pulled me back in. So
Okay.
if you have the time,
Okay.
definitely go.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I think, and another thing that I'm kind of having pushback about it. Like, well, let me ask you this before I get into a spiel. What do you think about the season so far? Since you're all the way caught up?
Yeah. So it was only 10 episodes. So
Okay.
the season is done.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So I enjoyed the season. I thought the season was really good, and I feel like it's an expansion of the Atlanta movie, the Atlanta TV universe. So of course the first 2 seasons were based in Atlanta, of course, but season 3 is based on Paperboy and the team touring in Europe.
Okay.
So the same type of imagery, messaging, all that good stuff that we know from seasons 1 and 2 literally carry over to season 3, but they're set in different parts in Europe. That's the only difference.
Okay.
It's the same thing. So I don't understand why. I've seen a lot of people say they don't understand or they don't get, you know, this season, or a lot of people just saying, you know what, I'm just not even going to tune in, because it's the same shit. But you know what I think it is? I think they just took too long in between seasons 2 and 3. And so much has happened in between seasons 2 and 3 of Atlanta. Like, Insecure finished. Like, there are a lot of other television shows that people have tuned into or just now tuning into that are taking up their time, that they don't want to go back to Atlanta. Which, I mean, I kind of get, but for us to be so, oh my God, Atlanta's so dope, it's so genius back when it was out, to not continue that, I don't know if I really like that.
Gotcha. Well, hey, man, our attention span is only so long, man. And
It's
that's true. Donald Glover's fault for taking all that time off, man. And then everybody on the cast glowed up. Everybody bad bitches these days.
Oh, no, that's facts.
Zazie out here. Lakeith, lead man damn near.
Man, what?
Brian Tyree, he getting Disney Marvel money.
Man, what?
So
everybody doing their thing.
Everybody doing their thing. And then, like I said, Donald Glover's Donald Glover. So he'll be all right. I'm not downplaying Atlanta in a way that I'm like, oh, whatever, just let it be canceled. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that you have contractual obligations elsewhere. So I know that throws off a lot. Yeah. I know it does. And then, like we said, we have the attention span of this short.
Yeah.
Like,
it get worse every year.
It get worse. And then you took so much time off. And then you talk shit about saying that season 3 is going to be comparable to, like, I think, like The Sopranos or some shit he said. So, I know, right?
I'm glad I ain't heard that.
Look.
I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. So I didn't forget that shit.
Oh, man.
So you start saying season 3 and season 4 was going to be top tier TV.
I mean, let me see.
He said, I'm just saying, he said that.
in Atlanta standards and the show Atlanta standards, yes, I would say yes.
You went comparable to one of the top dogs. You just can't say that out loud.
Yeah, you can't say that out loud.
Unless it's finna be that.
Especially like taking so long to come back.
And that's the other thing. Like, okay, we know certain shows had to, pause because of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But all the core actors of the show kept working.
But see, the last season of Atlanta season 2 ended in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So this is 4 years. 4 years in between seasons is super nasty.
Exactly. So how can we low key be excited? I don't think the trailer got people excited in that way. Nah. It was just like Atlanta's back. We was like, oh,
right. Honestly, if they didn't do that first episode, if they would have started the season with episode 2, I think way more people would have been.
Well, that's a producer thing. Like a producer, like that's Donald Glover's fault.
No, that's real. That's real.
That look. You can't take 4 years off and then come back with a Jordan Peele film. Like what was that, man?
And I didn't realize episode 1 was based off of real life events.
True story. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was Jordan Peele. Nope.
I'm still going to see that.
I'm going to see that too, but it's definitely a Jordan Peele
film. I just found it interesting that people was just like they just off Atlanta now. Like it's crazy to me because I remember what it felt like when seasons 1 and 2 was out, and it's just
consistency, bro. You can't kill the momentum of your own show and then want it to just resurface pick back up because when you think about all your favorite shows, right? They 1-2 years tops. Mm-hmm. They hitting you with something.
And see, that's interesting because certain music artists can do that. Mm-hmm. But you can't do that with TV.
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, TV moves in a fast pace. Like it's like TV is the only one of the only mediums where something constantly has to be on. Mm-hmm. That's why shows get greenlit every day. Be like, we need a show. We need a show. We need a show. No, you got time to fill.
That's true. Damn, that's crazy. Even Stranger Things ain't take that long.
The only reason it took that long was the pandemic. The pandemic shut them down. Mm-hmm.
But even with that was what, 2 years max in between?
2 years max. And then Stranger Things is branded way better than Atlanta. So.
Oh, also true. No, that's true. No, that's facts. Facts. Yeah. I don't know, man. I wanted to talk about that because I just found it kind of atrocious, to be honest.
I know it's like one of the premier black shows that we kind of wrapped our arms around. We've done 2 reviews on Atlanta, so we loved Atlanta here. Well, you still do. I'm not saying that. Right. I'm not saying that I don't. I just, hey man, when I tap back in, when I find the time,
and I was gonna say if you do, let me know, and we will definitely, we'll do a review.
Yes, sir.
We'll do a review.
Yes,
no,
sir.
We gotta keep that going.
Yeah, man. But no, OS Gang, man, we have reached the end of our docket.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys for tapping in. Johnny, what you got for them?
If you're watching on YouTube, you know the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the comment section. Let us know about any of the topics we discussed today. Share with your family and friends. We'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
And if you are on audio, you know what time it is. We stepping into WKOS, baby.